So I saw someone ask, could Jason Garrett have gotten the Philadelphia Eagles to Minnesota? Let's talk about it for a second. You can look at this as your football team being a vehicle. I looked at the Dallas Cowboys as a 2017 Mustang. Cars need maintenance, mechanics, diagnostic tests. Our head mechanic was Jason Garrett. We had other mechanics that attended to other problems, small problems. But the head mechanic, transmission, motor. Dak, Zeke. Dak is a good motor. It's not a great motor yet. He's a good motor. Zeke, top of the line transmission. Transmission, engine, they go hand in hand. You need both. You got a good engine and a good transmission, your mechanic can kick his feet up, drink a Diet Coke, make his paycheck. 2016, that engine and that transmission, they was like this. They was one. Jason Garrett kicked his feet up, drunk his Diet Coke, clapped his hand, won Coach of the Year. Didn't need to do no work. We didn't need no diagnostic test ran in 2016. We didn't have any engine problems. We drove that car. We used that transmission, put it to good use. Kept that engine full of oil, kept that transmission full of fluid, and boy, we drove state to state, kicking ass and taking names. Jason Garrett kicked his feet up, drunk a Diet Coke, chewed some bubble gum, won Mechanic of the Year. Because that engine and that transmission that they put together made that car top of the line in 2016. What happened in 2017? We took a drive through Denver in that car, didn't we? What happened when we rode through Denver? That transmission started slipping. Zeke wasn't playing good. What else happened? That transmission fluid was low. That offensive line wasn't playing good. Now, when that transmission acting up, that engine will feel it. Dak felt it. You understand what I'm saying? Dak felt it. It was time to run a diagnostics, a la adjust. We didn't do that. Because when it was time for Jason Garrett to be a coach of his team, a la be a mechanic to that car, he can't do that because that's not what he does. He's a good manager. He can manage that car as long as it's functioning properly. What happened? We took a trip through Georgia in that car. We took a trip to Atlanta in that same car. What happened? That engine got beat the hell up. That transmission, we used a used transmission in that game, Alfred Morris. We had a used transmission. Because our other transmission, we had to pull that one out for a little while. 6 road trips. We had to take that transmission out. You know what I'm saying? Put in a used one. That transmission fluid, we didn't use top of the line that game. Tyron Smith. We had to get the Dollar Brand transmission fluid. Chaz Green, Byron Bell. So now we got a used transmission and cheap transmission fluid, which is no help to that good engine we got in Dak Prescott. So he's going to feel it. He's going to feel it. And boy, did he feel it. We hit 6 of the same road bumps, 6 sacks by the same guy. In all, we hit 8 road bumps, 6 of them by the same guy. And I hear everybody saying, man, listen, man, your best left tackle gone. You ain't got that high performance transmission fluid in your best left tackle. You ain't got that turbo transmission. Zeke, what are you going to do? What can that mechanic do? That mechanic can look at that engine. I got a good engine, but man, his support system ain't doing it right now. You know what I'm going to need for this car to do? I need this car to go another route. Because right now, we're on I-20. We're in Atlanta. I-20, we're getting beat the hell up. You know what we got to do? We got to find back roads to get through this damn state. This car is already beat the hell up. We got to find dirt road, back roads. And you know what that means in football terms? Get that damn ball out of Dak's hand. Toss plays to the running backs. Let Alfred Morris and Rod Smith run the damn ball the whole damn game. Run a reverse. I don't give a damn. We lost. We were losing bad. It doesn't matter at this point. At this point, we got to protect this good engine so we can finish this road trip. And that road trip was going to lead to the final state. And that final state was Minnesota. And boy, were we taking a hell of a beating. So when you say, oh, what are you going to do when your left tackle gone? What are you going to do when you're starting running back gone? What are you going to do when your linebacker gone? You find another damn road. You find back road. You find dirt roads. That's what you do. When you know your engine is taking a beating on this main highway because it's so bumpy and raggedy, you find another road. That's called adjustment. You run the damn ball. If you're running that ball, as soon as Travis Frederick hiked the ball and we passing it to a running back, Dak doesn't get sacked 8 times. This is bigger than winning right now. This is bigger than winning. This is protecting your future, man. You want to protect Dak. You want to protect that engine because you want this car for a long time. You don't want to replace an engine. You know how much an engine costs to replace? You don't want to replace that. You want to protect it. You want to do everything you can to protect it, to make sure it's flourishing. You understand? So we rode through Atlanta, and we started using Dollar transmission fluid, Chaz Green, Byron Bell. Now, if I know that I ain't got high performance transmission fluid and a slipping transmission, you think I'm going to stay on this bumpy ass road? I'm going to take a detour. Football terms, run the ball. Run it. Run it every play. That defense would have got tired. Even if they would have beat us, Dak wouldn't have took that type of beating. So don't talk about when the star running back and the star left tackle and the star linebacker gone. Because there's things you can do to protect your asset. And that's Dak. It was bigger than winning. Damn winning. The game was done. But we were still letting our engine get tore the hell up because we don't have a good mechanic. We don't have a good mechanic that's smart enough to run diagnostic tests. That good mechanic need that car to function properly so he can kick his damn feet up and win Employee of the Damn Year. And that's what he did in 2016, won Coach of the Year, because that end of the transmission was A1. So let's not talk about can Jason Garrett could have took Philadelphia Eagles to Minnesota. No, because you know what Jason Garrett would have did? The same thing he did when we lost parts. And Philadelphia lost a big-ass engine, a diesel engine in Carson Wentz. And they put in a used engine. And what did they do? They got that damn car to Minnesota with adjustments because they got a good head mechanic. In football terms, a great head coach. So no, Jason Garrett couldn't have got Philadelphia Eagles to Minnesota because he's not a great mechanic. And when his main parts break down and he got to put used parts in them, he take the same road that broke down the main parts. And if the main parts couldn't take those big ass bumps, how do you think used parts gonna take it? You know what I'm saying? So no, Jason Garrett couldn't have got the Philadelphia Eagles to Minnesota. DJ Crown J, peace, man.